No introduction, I'm getting straight to my point. Spy Family has fallen off big time. For a series that had so much hype before, during, and after the first season, I thought these 2 seasons would have been a step up from the first. But every season got increasingly worse and more painful to watch. It's like you're sitting in class and Sarah decides to ask Professor how her children are, and you're stuck sitting there listening to your teacher rant about her ridiculously boring ass kids while your AirPods are dead. That's the best way I can describe the last 2 seasons of Spy Family. And before you start hating on me, I'm upset because I really liked the first season. I found it humorous, the plot was entertaining, the characters were interesting, the animation was fresh and consistent. There was really no reason to dislike the show. Even when haters tried to make the show sound weird, like the dad fetishizes a kid, fans were defending against it. First episode had everyone hooked thanks to Wit's crazy good animation with action scenes. But my goodness, the fall off must be studied so this doesn't have to happen again. For one, the new cast of characters they've introduced are so dead. Yor's brother, who has a love complex for Yor, is disturbingly weird, especially the way he gets excited whenever he sees her or gets complimented by her. They try to cover up his obsession by making him some sort of badass cop, but it doesn't cancel out. At this point, it's like listening to Brooke make the same panties joke over and over. It wasn't funny the first time, and it won't grow to be funny. Anya's friend and Lloyd's colleague, Fiona and Becky, both have a love complex for Lloyd and compete over him with Yor. I don't know what's with the author and his poorly done theme of love, but it needs to stop. This guy wants to pipe any girl with hair longer than him, and I'm confused why the author thought it'd be a good idea to include a dog who can see the future. This dog will single-handedly kill the show if it gets any more screen time. I don't know how he thought introducing Bond to the story would make it more entertaining, but strike me down with lightning if I'm wrong. He's easily one of the worst additions to the show. I mean, let's look at the good side. At least we still have Anya, Lloyd, and Yor, who keep us entertained and engaged throughout the series. Well, at least they were because of one main reason: the plot. The plot of Spy Family was new. I still rate it. The author can take it in so many different directions and make it different from most shonen. But tell me why 2 seasons have passed and we've gotten close to no plot progression. It's so painful to watch these humorless filler episodes of someone like a dog trying to save another dog from a burning building, or some kid who has a head shaped like AJ Shabil, family go completely bankrupt and the whole class gives him a farewell. Isn't Lloyd supposed to be saving the world? The whole reason the first season of Spy Family was so good is because of the great plot progression, along with the characters' relationship between one another, paired with the sick animation and action scenes. But now, with close to zero plot progression, almost every episode feels like a filler. I understand it's also a comedy, so they can't just have continuous plot progression, but at least something. This entire season had nothing, and last season had half an episode. Last season's biggest problem was that every episode felt like a filler. This season's biggest problem was that I found it genuinely unfunny. Most of the jokes felt forced, overused, or ridiculously unfunny. Since Yor was on a cruise for a mission, she wasn't getting as many comedy moments, just sick-ass action scenes, which Wit has been on top of for all the seasons. But Anya and Lloyd's dialogue was extremely unfunny aboard the cruise. First season, Anya and Lloyd are my favorite duo. They had me laughing out loud, but this season was seriously painful. I was struggling to watch this season of Spy Family, so I decided to give dub a try. I've seen a good handful of dubs, so I thought maybe this would be a good idea. This is probably some of the worst dub casting I've ever heard in my life. I watched an entire episode in dub. Yor is probably the only character with a fitting voice. Lloyd's dub voice actor sounds dorky, and Anya's holy shit. They made her sound like a mix of Timmy and Jimmy from South Park if she was a girl and a bit younger.
We're going to pop some punk-ass bloods.
I understand she lied about her age, so all the other classmates around her are clearly older and geniuses, but why make her voice actor purposely slur words for her character? It doesn't make sense to me considering that they don't do that in the sub. On top of all that, I thought it was just the episode I watched that made it sound so bad. I skimmed through other episodes, it got worse. But I guess that's why we watch sub, because they put effort into the sub voice acting cast, while dub collects anyone that's willing to get paid a couple pennies. Some of you might be asking yourself, well, why did you finish the season if you hate it this much? Multiple reasons. 1. I'm a content creator and my job is to spread my opinion and thoughts on any manga I've consumed. 2. If I plan on hating on something and posting it, you better hope I give the series a fair chance before I go out and start complaining about why I dislike it. Especially as a One Piece fan, I hear people say they watched 6 episodes and call the series garbage, trash, etc. It doesn't seem fair. And 3, I had hoped the next episode would get better, but it never ended up doing any justice to me. So now I'm using this energy into creating this video. You have to understand, I'm not a big fan on hating on shows. The reason I'm making this video is because I'm upset a show I was seriously enjoying has fallen off to the point where I'm forcing myself to keep up with the series. My final thoughts on this is I hope next season will have a lot more plot progression and a lot less cheesy comedy. These last 2 seasons were so off-putting, I don't even know if I want to continue with this series or not. Manga readers, let me know down in the comments if you think it's worth continuing Spy Family. Anyways, if you made it this far into the video, be sure to subscribe and press the like button for more videos like this. Comment down below your thoughts on how Spy Family has been going, and follow my Twitch, link in description. I plan on streaming real soon. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.